Hey guys, it's Matt with Titan Terrain Studio. I know I haven't posted an update in a while, and I'm going to explain why for those of you that may not follow us on our Facebook account or on our YouTube account. I've got a new house, so I've been spending a lot of time prepping it, painting it, moving out of my old place, unpacking into the new place, all sorts of stuff like that. So that's why you haven't seen a lot of updates from me, but that's over with now, so you're going to start seeing a lot more content rolling out from us. So I'm going to show you a couple things today. The first thing I'm going to show you is the Plasticraft sets that I've been working on. I got to get a couple of those storage units together the other day, and here we go with that. So here's two of the storage units by Plasticraft Games. The particular ones that these are, it's from this particular set, the TME 6 container set. And I haven't put together the other 4 yet, but I'm going to be doing that over the next couple of days. I'm also going to start putting together the other pieces. As you can tell, I have a new desk. It's really awesome. It's very cool. A friend of mine gave this to me as a new house present, and I was really excited about that. So I've put my Infinity Toha on this, just as also because now I have room to display my armies, which makes me all happy inside. It also gives you a good idea of scale. These things are huge. I mean, you can, if you look at it from this direction, it hides like half of the tag behind it. So these things are pretty tall. I'm also really excited to see how the rest of these Plasticraft buildings go together. I've picked up some extra materials as well, and I'm going to mod them a little bit, incorporate them into our industrial pipe factory, vat factory theme that we're going for. Here's also the, it's still a work in production, but this is our Studio Legion of Everblight. It's particularly themed around the dragons from Skyrim. As you can see, I have Thargosh right there, and I've got a lot of Ogryn. I'm basically building the base Thargosh list, and then I've got some more beasts back here. I believe that's a Seraph, is it? I can't remember particularly. And then a Carnivian. I'm going to be picking up a lot more Legion here soon in the future because they're just really cool looking. I'm still going to play my Manoth, but Legion, the fluff is really grabbing me right now, so that's going to be probably the first army that I develop fully, entirely for Hordes. Also, I got some stuff in the mail. I now have all of the starters for Helldorado. I know I've really not put up any Helldorado content, but just, you know, finding the house, getting the house, prepping the house, moving out of the apartment and moving into the house has just eaten so much of my time this past month. It's been hectic. It's the first house that I've ever actually moved into. So, yeah, but I did get some funds together and got the Lost and Immortal starters. I'll be putting those together sometime in the next week or two. I also picked up, additionally for my demons, I picked up a Infernal Ambassador, which is a horribly mean figure. He has this ability that basically lets you spend command to cancel out your opponent's command. And then I picked up 2 more Damned Ones of Wrath. I'm still waiting on my Succubus. It didn't come in the mail for some reason. They're supposed to be sending it to me. Also, for my Infinity, I picked up some more Kamail Light Infantry, because these guys are just really useful to take with the Toha Triads rule, where they can take fire teams, multiple fire teams, which that was a thing for them before the Sectorials, I think. Not 100% on that, but I know only Toha and Sectorials can take multiple fire teams. So yeah, these guys look pretty cool, and I'll probably do an unboxing and assembly video like I did with the tag for them. And here's something else I got in the mail. I've been getting a lot of things in the mail, can you tell? This is Tabletop Towns by Julian Hex, a good friend of mine. He's based over in the UK, and these are cardboard terrain kits that you can order from him. These are really cool. This was his first Kickstarter result, which is the Tabletop Towns set, I believe. And I've just placed some Infinity models and some War Machine models around it for scale to kind of give you an idea of how big these things are. And They're pretty sturdy. They can take a beating, from what I can tell. And this little scene that you can see here, I just imagined. You remember that movie Tremors? Yeah, shredders everywhere. Legion of Everblight shredders. Tremors 2 would be the one that you're thinking of, where they're all up on the rooftops because the little things are screaming at them and running around like two-legged little, shredders. I think that's actually what shredders were inspired from, is that movie Tremors 2. So, anyway, let's get a little bit of a closer look at these. So, as you can see, they have some very nice artwork on them. And the cool part is, if you go over and check out Tabletop Towns, which website plug right there on the bottom, very easy to do, but you can see videos on them, you can see how they're put together. I highly recommend these because I've been following Julian for quite some time, and he does really good work. He puts a lot of heart and soul into these things, spends a lot of time making sure that they work quite nicely. So I finished the flock job and the vegetation on the Chemos, I believe it's called a solitarium, from a pre-heresy Emperor's Children planet. Actually, their fortress monastery, I believe. So as you can see, there's a lot of cool foliage all over the place. It's meant to look like they repopulated all of the plant life on the planet. Because in the fluff, I believe Chemos was very desolate until Fulgrim arrived. And then he single-handedly helped repopulate all of the vegetation and the farmlands on the planet so that the people could eat. You've got these really cool little painted-up braziers right there and there, and then the big Emperor's Children sigil right there. It's very striking from a tabletop perspective. It looks really cool in my opinion. You've also got these little war gear bits where the Space Marine would put his war gear as he's contemplating all the things that he contemplates in the solitarium. I feel like I'm mispronouncing it, but yeah, that's that piece, and I'll be sending that off to the client here shortly. Okay, so the Wizard's Tower is also done. Let me go ahead and pull it over here, and we'll get some detailed looks at it. Okay, so first, you've got the little doorway. I believe I did updates on this before, but I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a 360 on the details. You've got these little High Elf sigils all over the place and these High Elf banners. You've also got this detail work, which is very reminiscent of Rivendell in my opinion. You've also got more of them up here, same thing going on. And you have these big crystal holsters. They're basically little magical crystals that will be glowing when it's painted. And then you also have up here, sort of like the area where the wizard would stand. I was looking at Rivendell, and the thing about it that struck me was that the towers in Rivendell did not scream Wizard's Tower to me. So I did take a little bit of Isengard, just a tad, with the whole open top here and the 4 crystals. I didn't make the big, huge, jutting, pillars like Isengard has, but I did make this because also it's very open, so that you can fit various units up here. The client is going to be using this not only for Warhammer Fantasy, but he's going to be using this for Mordenheim. So you've got open areas where you can stick dudes. So let me grab one. So as you can see, you can fit quite a few people up there. And then up here you can only fit one, but it's a little bit of a tighter fit, and it makes more sense for the top of a Wizard's Tower. You've also got these neat little braziers that'll get painted up along with it, and these banners that I put in place up here. And another big banner right there. And a little window. So as you can see, the Wizard's Tower is pretty cool. It's one of my more... Oh, I forgot about this piece right here. You also have these detail things. I like to think of these as like little enchanted pieces of artifacts that they've put up in the front on display for some reason. And then I found this little piece. I believe this is from a Rackham model, but it was just too cool to not include into the set somehow. Also, for those of you who may not have seen the update that had this in it, this is the completed monolith of warriors, like warrior kings, for the High Elf Rivendell set. Looks really, really cool. It's got all the flowing capes and everything. So yeah, that's in progress as we speak. The manor house, I'm still working it up right now. It's just been crazy busy unpacking, so I'm going to have that done by the end of the week, and should have an update on that by, I believe, Thursday. And if any of you recognize this, which some of you I do believe will if you're a longtime viewer of BTP's channel, this is the display board from last year's Adepticon that the Blue Table Painting team built and took to Adepticon. Through various events, I have come to acquire it because nobody really wants to mess with it. They're all busy doing other things. And I would like to actually refurbish this bad boy. It was originally built for Dark Angels. It has as you can see from the top-down view, it has the rough Aquila design to it. Let me kind of do a little bit of a 360 here. You've probably seen updates on this in the past. But okay, so here's a little background story. If you're not familiar with this, go back through Blue Table Painting's channel about a year. You're going to see a video where the guys talk about their trip, where they went up to Adepticon, got caught in snowstorms the whole time, got lost on the way back from Utah to Chicago. So this bad boy needs to be refurbished. It's modular, so I can take it apart and put it back together and all that stuff. This piece comes out here in the center, so we'll take that right there. And as you can see, you can put tons of dudes in there. And then you have a big open spot there. Now, when I say refurbished, I mean that it's, unfortunately, the trip to Chicago and back, it did take some damage. So as you can see, there's areas I'm going to have to completely rip apart and redo and repaint and everything else. But, that's the joy of this because it's a fun project to do. It also comes with these. These were painted by Ben Bronson. He is an amazing painter, and these are straight out of the Warhammer 40K book. So that brings me to why I'm putting this on a video. This would be a perfect display board for a game store. So if you own a game store or you know of a game store that this would be really cool for, please get in contact with me, because while I do want to refurbish it, I frankly just don't have the space to keep it. And that's really the big reason that I was able to acquire it, is because just nobody has space to hold on to it. This goes, where does this go? I believe it goes right here. Yes, that's where it goes. So this it's a big battle cannon. I would love to rebuild this, and I can tune it to whatever arm you want. I can tear it down, put it back together, and it'll look really cool. It also splits down the middle, so it comes in two parts. And it's all completely modular. If you are interested in having me refurb this, please shoot me an email to projects@titanterrainstudio.com, and we can get in discussions about how to turn this bad boy into a really cool display piece for the front of your store. I need to install new ramps. I've got to install all sorts of stuff. I want to do a lot of detail work to it. I want to light this with LEDs too. That's the other thing. I really just want to make this thing, just when people see it, they go, whoa. I mean, it's already impressive just from the sheer size and scale of it, but I want to do some heavy detail work to when you look at this isn't just flat. Same thing in these. I want there to be debris everywhere. We could make it look like it's a fortress monastery outpost that's under siege right now. And then the best part about that is that if you do that and you want to also get an army equally painted that can be put on the board for display purposes, then you could contact Blue Table Painting, get that done, and then we can also match everything. I can match all the dead bodies to whatever army you're getting painted through them. So just get in contact with me about that, and we can start talking about it, how to take it in a direction you want. Oh, here's something really cool. Big, huge door. Let's take a look at that from this angle over here. It's just kind of sitting in the back room over here because it's huge. So that's really cool. But yeah, just get in contact with me if you're interested. So that's your studio update for the day. I've got some future projects that are going to be coming up soon. One we're doing is a Lizardman display board. That one's going to be really cool to show you guys. The next one after that is going to be a revisit of our Tesla War Machine Signar village, the one with the really big tower. You can take a look at our videos in the past and see it. The client added some extra stuff to it that he wants us to build, so we're going to build it up, like some lost forges and some more buildings and so on and so forth. And then I've also got some personal projects that are going to be coming up. We're going to be building a set for Mini Wargaming Dave. For miniwargaming.com that we're going to send them in the next couple months. That one's going to be kept on wraps until we actually get it built, though, so you're going to have to stay tuned if you want to find out what it is. Probably something related to chaos. So yeah, thanks for staying tuned, and as always, just watch for more content, and we'll be posting more videos very quickly in the future.